The Vanishing Passenger. On a cold, foggy night, the Midnight Express train roared through the countryside. Among its passengers was Anna, a tired traveler returning home after a grueling work trip. She had spent the last week negotiating contracts in a city far from her small hometown. The warmth of her seat and the rhythmic clatter of the train provided a welcome reprieve. Sharing her compartment was a man in his 40s, dressed in an old fashioned black suit, complete with a pocket watch chain glinting faintly in the dim light. He introduced himself as Mr. Carl, speaking with a peculiar charm and an accent that Anna couldn't quite place. His gray eyes seemed to pierce through her, yet there was a kindness in his demeanor that made her feel oddly comfortable. "Traveling far?" he asked, his voice smooth and deliberate. "Just heading home," Anna replied, managing a tired smile. "It's been a long week." Carl nodded knowingly. "Home is a precious thing. Some of us never truly find it." Anna frowned slightly at the cryptic remark, but decided not to press further. Instead, they spoke of trivial matters: the weather, the train's history, and the beauty of the countryside shrouded in mist. The conversation lulled her into a sense of ease, though she couldn't shake the feeling that something about Carl was slightly off. When the train conductor arrived to check tickets, Anna handed hers over, but Carl made no move to produce one. The conductor didn't seem to notice him at all. Anna opened her mouth to say something but hesitated. Maybe she'd imagined it. Later, Anna excused herself to use the restroom. As she walked down the narrow corridor, she glanced back at the compartment. Carl was still there, staring out the window with an almost wistful expression. But when she returned moments later, the seat he had occupied was empty. No luggage, no coat, no trace of him remained. It was as though he had vanished into thin air. Alarmed, Anna searched the train, peering into other compartments and asking passengers if they had seen him. No one had. Growing more uneasy, she approached the conductor. "There was a man in my compartment," she said. "Mr. Carl, he's gone now, but he didn't leave, he just disappeared." The conductor's face paled. "Carl, you say?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Anna nodded. "Yes, do you know him?" The conductor hesitated before replying. "There are stories about a man named Carl. He was a passenger on this train 50 years ago. The Midnight Express derailed in this very area, and Carl was among those who died." Anna felt a chill run down her spine. "That's impossible. I spoke to him. He was real." The conductor shook his head. "Many have claimed to see him over the years, always in the fog, always on the train. He's searching for something, or someone." As the train continued its journey, Anna couldn't shake the sensation that Carl's presence still lingered. The fog outside thickened, wrapping the train in an ethereal shroud. She glanced at the empty seat across from her, half expecting to see him there again. The faint scent of tobacco and old leather seemed to hang in the air, a ghostly reminder of her companion.